Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we are back to football. It's the Thursday opener for 2024, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Jets. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
And able to get this out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On first down, it's Bush. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Bush. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On the counter, it's Bush. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Clark. And a completion to Wilson. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys. Because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence. Show some aggressiveness. Go pick it up.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. operating from the gun. Clark. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw. Clark. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Clark on 1st and 10. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. They run up the middle with Bush. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it with Bush, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
Now Clark to throw on 1st down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. This is Bush. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have it first. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clark. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Clark now throwing on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Clark. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson from 17 yards out. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They go back to Stewart on 1st. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This is Stewart again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
3rd and 4.
Now Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Tylan Wallace.
60 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Clark. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
They give to Bush going right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Clark. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw. Clark. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Parker forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. on the run. It's Bush. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Ravens ready to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 14. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. That is caught, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Jackson on 1st down.
Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jackson on 2nd down.
To the right side into the hands of Flowers.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. Jackson will throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Tucker's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Clark. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the visiting Indianapolis Colts. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the New England Patriots. And lastly, we'll be tuned in on Sunday night for what should be a great one between the Green Bay Packers and the Houston Texans.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Up the middle now with Stewart. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Week 1, a very solid start to this new campaign.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On first down, they stick with Bush.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Clark.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Catch made right side by Wilson. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stewart up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Stewart on 1st down.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And now Jackson will look to throw it. A short throw caught by Andrews.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Jackson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
John Franklin Myers now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Back to throw. And he's got this one complete to Stewart.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away.
Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Looking to throw. Clark. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is fielded at the 27. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Jackson to throw. That'll be taken in by Flowers. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
Now Jackson on 1st down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson.
It fights him off. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Jets are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
New York set to take the field.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that won't buy them much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Bush trying the middle. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Clark.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Dances by him. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Out of the pistol, Stewart. And down to the 36-yard line here.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Now a handoff. This is Stewart. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try the right side with Stewart. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This from 54 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll move him back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Clark over the middle to Beckham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. A give left side, Bush. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Looking to throw. Clark.
That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Clark.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's Clark from the gun on 3rd down.
This pass caught by Beckham. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They run up the middle with Bush. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
They continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Keeps himself, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 12. 1:53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Now Jackson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson.
He's able to find Wallace. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Jackson to throw. Open man is Flowers. He's got it. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Here comes second down. Now this one complete to Grant DeBose. They'll come up now. This is second and long. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Connecting with Andrews. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they take a knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, Carter, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game one of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for the Jets, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.